Hey, Joe here. Gonna do a tire change video here. There's a back tire. So the first thing I'll do is take out the valve core, and I'm removing this nut. Set that aside, and then the next thing is to loosen the rim lock, which is a 10 millimeter, at least on this wheel. Just loosen it almost all the way. That's pretty good right there. The next thing is to pop the bead off the rim. You just use a tire spoon for it. And I start out on the sprocket side. That's that side. We'll go to the other side and take the bead off here. There we go. Alright, and when I take the tire off, I do like to be on the rotor side first. I'll start about a quarter away from the valve stem here. Whoops. Does help to grease the spoon a little bit. That should be good. And now we'll flip it over. It's a bit easier on the second side. And again, I'll start a quarter away from the valve stem. When you get about halfway around, you can just push the tire off like so. And pop it off. And then check the rim tape. This is actually a rim strip. It was pretty new, so looks pretty good. I'm using the tube again. If I were changing the tube or changing the tire, I would put powder, baby powder, inside the tire to prevent the tube from bonding to the tire. All I'm really doing on this tire is turning it around so that the sharp side is going forward. It looks like it's this side. The direction of rotation is this way. Nope, I got it wrong. So, this way. Okay, so yeah, this is the sharp edge. So now we'll line the valve stem up with the hole, which is over here by the rim lock. This is the easiest type, is when the rim lock is on the same side as the valve stem. I'll put the nut on there to hold it on. I'm going to put it about 3/4 of the way down on the threads. Okay. And kind of situate the tire on the rim lock right there. I'm just trying to straighten the valve out here. Tighten that down a little bit more. Okay. So with my foot on the foot of the tire stand and leaning against the tire, kind of pushing in, just go around and put this first side of the tire on. There we go. Make sure the tube's all the way in, and let them check the rim lock. Make sure the tube is kind of situated correctly over the rim lock. Should be able to move it pretty easily. From here, put on the bead buddy to the left of the valve stem. Grab 2 of the spoons. And this protects the valve stem this way, so you put the tire on around this way. You start over here, so that's you're not putting that much tension on the valve stem, which is the most vulnerable part. And when you're finishing up, you've got the bead buddy protecting it when you do your last couple bites. So just kind of come around this way. Push the valve stem in to kind of get it to seat in there a little bit. Make sure that the tire is down in the drop center. It makes it easier. There we go. There we go. Take out the bead buddy. Put air in it to beat it up. Got a decent amount of pressure on the line to make it easier. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put in the valve core. So do that. The valve looks pretty straight, so we'll do that. Looks pretty well beaded up. Check both sides. Ouch. Give the camera a pretty good whack there. All right. The bead looks all right here. So now we'll tighten the rim lock. torque it to 12 Newton meters. $10mm socket. There we go. And that's that. Now we'll set the pressure. I'm riding tomorrow, so I'm gonna put it at about 15 right now because it's gonna be colder in the morning, and I'll want to ride at about 13.5, so that'll be pretty close. And I'll just maybe let a little bit out tomorrow. Leave this nut, you know, not all the way tightened, and just kind of do that. And that is all. So thank you. Squid is as squid does.